Good afternoon, everyone. It's such a treat to look out and see smiling faces and people that are eager to hear a message about women and women in business and women leaders. So thank you very much for coming. Ever since I met Linda, I've been in awe of who she is and what she's done, and she has an amazing story. She's going to share it with us today. Linda has been a registered nurse for 38 years. She started when she was a child. By combining her love of nursing, high standards of healthcare professionalism, and a deep spiritual faith, she has founded the first and only African-American-owned, fully accredited vocational career college in California, licensed to teach vocational nursing and other allied healthcare programs. In September 1992, 4D enrolled 2 students. So here was a woman with a vision, and she started with 2 students. And currently, more than 15,000 students have enrolled seeking education and careers in healthcare fields after completing courses and programs. She is highly recognized for the work that she does. In 2010, she was invited to become a member of Congressman Joe Baca's Women's Advisory Committee. Last year, appointed to the Board of Trustees of Loma Linda Ronald McDonald House. She has a film. So everything Linda touches turns to gold. That's the kind of person Linda is. But it's not without hard work. She's just an incredible, incredible role model of a woman leader in the community. So please help me welcome the absolutely amazingly incredible Linda Smith, founder and CEO of 4D College.
Good afternoon to all of you. It is such a privilege to have the opportunity to come and share with you a little bit of knowledge, not only about 4D College, but also about being a female and being in business, and the challenges that I think we face that maybe men may not face because of our nature. And what I want to share with you is this here women's leadership, and the focus is for me is for you to know who you are and about being in charge. And these are the objectives I want to cover. Is list and define the definitions of a leader, improve your leadership skills, determine what type of leader you are, and how to motivate others to increase performance. And these are only a few objectives in terms of what are required from us as female women business owners or leaders in any capacity. So I want to move forward, and on this agenda, we're going to address, definition of a leader, determine your ability to lead others, to know who you are, and before, what it is you want to do and how you want to do it, conflict resolution, environmental culture, and the 4D team, and my focus in terms of the school's core values, and probably how I view myself as a leader in moving forward with this company over 22 years. So as we move forward here, I think it's a key factor to define the kind of leader that you are and what you are going to use as a tool to guide you. Because in terms of leadership, there are different styles. And it's so important for you to know who you are as a person. What is your personality like, and how you relate and communicate with individuals to determine what kind of leader that you are going to be. So when we look at the guidelines, are you a leader who give directions, with a bullhorn? Because there are people like that, and you probably have worked with people like that, who just shout out directions without having all of the information necessary to make a sound decision. Generally, you don't get great results because people kind of learn to tune you out and don't do what you want. As a leader, you have to be able to ask tough questions. And I think a lot of female leaders, females who are in leadership roles, do not do that. And the reason not, and I think a key factor, is because of the sensitivity. You don't want to hurt anyone's feelings, and you're not sure how they're going to respond. But in terms of being a leader, you have to ask that tough question in order to get the answers that you're going to need to get the results. That tough question could simply be, Linda, did you do the assignment? And if I tell you yes, okay, show me proof. I need to know that whatever I've required has been completed. It is so often that individuals will provide you misinformation. Several weeks ago, I had 2 individuals on the phone in each hand. I was asking the same question to both. They both gave me different answers, and they both had just had a meeting. I was livid. How can you come out of a meeting and not be unified? And when I call one person, they give me an answer, and I think that's the right answer, and I call someone else, the other party, and they said, well, no, we didn't discuss that. And I'm like, how did this happen? And so it required me to get them on the phone. The outcome of that conversation, I assure you, they knew what I was looking for. And I made it very clear to them that I was not pleased with how they were wasting my time and how they were wasting the resources of the company, because we had put down the value of their time to meet, and the outcome of that meeting to me was non-productive. As a leader, you want to make sure that whomever you're working with, that they are being productive. So you have to be willing to ask those tough questions. And then be a leader who makes decisions. When I was thinking about the different styles of leadership, the first person that popped in my head was Hillary Clinton. In terms of her leadership ability, in terms of her being able to make a decision. And that's the type of leader that we should want to be on a whole, is a leader who will make decisions. Or you could be the type of leader who, what I call, is an inclusive leader. You sit down and you get the opinions of others at a round table, or you go around and get opinions, and so that you can make, again, an informed decision. This type of leadership really is excellent because your colleagues or your peers or those that you are leading, they feel a part of that team process. And that is very important. Whether you accept their opinion or not is not the issue. The issue is that you include them to allow them to voice their opinion rather than walking in and saying, you're going to do A, B, and C and walk out without any questions, any answers. And so this is another leadership style. And then the last leadership style is the type of a leader who simply does not get involved. And that leader is your, in the third diagram. So in your first diagram, you have your autocratic leader. That leader is very inclusive of just themselves. They don't care about anyone else's opinion. And if you work with that kind of person, you know what I'm talking about. They make the decisions, they know the outcomes, they expect the results, period. I say and you do. And it does not create a healthy team relationship under that type of leadership. The participatory leadership, as you can see, is the leader and the employees. Whomever that leader is, whether it's the CEO or a program director or the house supervisor, you're talking as a team about whatever the problem is, whatever the situation is, as a team and as a whole group. Everyone's opinion is valued. It's not necessarily that that is the opinion you have to take for your solution, but every opinion is valued. And the last is an employee or a leader who absolutely does not lead. I have been amazed when I have gone to a place of employment, and particularly I worked at a hospital, and the associate director of nurses was number 3. I could not understand how she became the associate director of nurses, because she absolutely did not make any decisions. All of the decisions were made by the head nurses or the program managers such as I. Whatever you do as a leader, stay involved with your company. Do not rely on everyone else to do the work. You have to be willing to get up, make your rounds, and touch base with them. Be present. My staff know that I am present because I still make rounds on both campuses every week. I know what's going on. I listen, I pay attention, I address areas that I feel that may not be addressed. I ask questions to get the right answers. It's not the answers they want to give me, but I need the right answers to make the best decisions. And when it's all done here, this year I just love this picture because leaders, we come in all different shapes, sizes, and really the lady in the hat just made me happy. I think she's in construction. And so we come in all gamuts of life. It is so important to have friendships. Business women in friendship, business women who are your mentors, but just to have friends. I'm a member of NABL, which is the National Association of Women Business Owners, and I have friends in NABL. We are all friends, but you develop kinships with individuals. But we're all business women striving to do great things. So it's important to have friendship. When we do it right, everyone is happy, and you are leading a great team, and you're raising your hands up for victory. And that's how you want your day to end. You want to be all-inclusive, everyone is on board, and you're still in charge. And that's what I call having fun and just working hard. I hope you've enjoyed the presentation. I am open for any questions that you may have, if you have any. Thank you.